Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm reviewing the 30th anniversary edition Kirby Nendoroid figure. Bit of a weird one for me. I don't usually... I've actually never got a Nendoroid before, never owned a Nendoroid. The certain style of the figures don't appeal to me, neither does the swappable parts and what have you. But this Kirby does seem to be in different fashion to the others with, you know, some articulation and stuff. So I thought that this could be a good Kirby figure to have on the gaming shelf. So I picked it up and I'm going to be taking a closer look at it today to sort of decide whether it is, you know, one of your normal Nendoroids or whether it can pass as like an action figure. Because from what I've seen, it probably could. But yeah, this is the 30th anniversary edition. Obviously, I think there's been a few additions to pass the original release and maybe some other releases with Kirby's different forms and stuff, because I've seen a few videos. But this 30th anniversary edition does come with a lot of accessories, packed in this really nice box, you know, sparkly effects and all that. You've got pictures of Kirby on the side, you know, you can see some of the extra stuff that he comes with. Swappable I think there's swappable faceplates or just swappable bodies throughout the whole thing. And I believe the joints are magnets, but we're going to be taking a closer look at that. We've got, I'm pretty sure, everything he comes with on the back. You know, more pictures on the top. And without further ado, let's get into the figure. Right, guys, so here is Kirby out of the packaging. And I won't lie to you, I am recording this the next day. So I have had a bit of time to mess around with the figure itself. Just so I'll give you a proper formed opinion on how it is and like the articulation and all of that kind of stuff. And as you can see, I'll put him on his stand, and I'm just going to get my main gripe for this figure out the way now. As of yet, I haven't been able to stand him up without his stand. If we just take a quick look at the stand, I'll put him down. Stand, really nice stand, Kirby 30th anniversary. Pegs into his back, which this peg sometimes tends to get stuck, so you just pull that back out, place it on the stand there. Peg straight into his back, straight, like not even straight, so like a weird angle, so there you go, like that. It's not like how you would usually peg a stand in, so you want to be careful with that, because sometimes it can slightly chip the plastic around that hole. But as long as you're careful, I don't see why there would be any problems. But yeah, as of yet, I have not been able to, if I move his stand out of the way, kind of stand him up without his stand. The way his feet are shaped, which is obviously like accurate. Yeah, he kind of can't stand up, which it's not like his fault. I guess the design is perfect, so you can't really fault that. If it was like the feet were like flat ended, which they're not, they're sort of round, it would have been a bit inaccurate. So I don't blame them for that. So it's not too big of a deal. Also, this stand is really cool, and because it's all like quite a small piece, I don't mind it. I think it's all like, as if you have it with the stand, whenever you're displaying it, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, I don't mind that it can't stand up on his own. It would have been... Oh, hold on, I think I've done... Never mind, he's balancing on the stand. Yeah, I don't mind that he can't stand on his own. It would have been cool though. Because obviously, if you want him in displays with other characters, for example, if you want him in a Smash Bros display, which is probably what I'm gonna do, you would probably want him without the stand. He can sit and stuff, like, if you want to have him sit, even though it's like, yeah. But standing is, I feel like you might be able to do it, but it's going to take a good messing around with. But besides from that, I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. Realistically, like I said with the articulation, it's like these magnets. So if we just take a look over those now, because there's no set articulation for anything. So the arms or hands and his feet, oh, there you go, they're on with magnets, and it's all quite strong magnets. And all you do to just pose him, you move them around. You can move them around anywhere, which allows for some like honestly amazing poses. Like you can have him flying, there you go. And then obviously then you can just plug him into the stand. and you can have him like I posted some pictures on my Instagram story. If you want to go and check that out, link in the description. Thank you so much for 2,000 followers, by the way. We just hit that not too long ago, so thank you for that. You can have him kicking. You know, I think in a Smash, like, if you wanted to have him in a Smash display, you could have him do a lot of the things that he's doing in the game, and even in the other games, and it's a really fun thing to mess around with. Even if you're, like, if you're just a Kirby fan and you want to have this on your desk, you could pick it up, move them around. It's really fun to mess around with, and I really enjoy it, and I think this is, like, the best sort of figure adaptation of Kirby that you can do with these sort of magnet joys, because you can move this anywhere. You can have it covering his eyes, back here, you know, anything you want. So I think that was a really, really, really good decision on Good Smile Company. I think they're the ones who make Nendoroids. On their part, I think it was a really good decision. And yeah, pretty much that's really the articulation. A lot of range, but not much to cover because obviously there's no joints or anything. But yeah, magnets again, like I said. And let's get on to the accessories for this figure. I'm gonna put him back on his stand. See, it is a bit tricky sometimes because you need to just plug it straight in, and sometimes it just doesn't want to go in. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't want to go in, so you need to be very, very careful with that. See, it still doesn't want to go in, so I'm just gonna quickly do this off camera, and then I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm back. Yeah, so you want to angle it in really downwards, or like not directly straight into the hole, just angle it downwards and peg it in. So yeah, that'll do it for you. And yeah, look, it's just like a cool pose. It's a really fun thing to mess around with. And this does come with the pamphlet. I'm pointing out the pamphlet, by the way, because as you can see, the accessories are listed on the pamphlet, and it tells you how to change the faceplates, which was one thing I was confused of how it's going to be done. So let's look at all those now, and then I can just show you how it's done. A bit of a different style video because we're dealing with something that has a sort of different structure to it, but I'm really enjoying this guy. And just to let you know, I picked up this guy for £50. It's a bit much, but I think that was pre-order price, especially for it being a deluxe special edition anniversary release. I think that's why it was priced a bit higher, because I think normal Nendoroids are priced around, I don't know how much it's usually around 30, I think. Any Nendoroid collectors, let me know, but yeah, I think it's around 30. But yeah, let's get into some accessories, because this is another big draw to this figure. So we'll start off with this face, classic Kirby face. That's pretty cool. You've got a shocked Kirby face, which makes me laugh all the time. It's, I think, from the Forgotten Land game. I think it's from a cutscene from that. Maybe from some other games, but I remember seeing it in that first. Then you got some, like, you know, like a dazed type of face. So let's see, someone punches him, dazed, that type of thing. So a really good range of faces here that you can do. Let me just show you how to do it. I'm gonna pick this shocked looking face because it's easily my favorite. So what you want to do is you want to take the feet off. Left and right are labeled on these, by the way, I think. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Left, yeah, right there, and then left is on this one. Same with the arms, so if you forget or like place them just in like a random place and you need to pick them back up, it does tell you which side to put them back on, which is good. Then what you want to do is, the pamphlet explains this better than I probably will, so you want to read the pamphlet first. I think, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? You meant to turn the... Okay, so you're turning... You're doing that, basically. So you're doing that, and then, so you want to do this one way, and then this one the other way, and then that's it. And then it just pegs out, and then you just put that down, and then, oh, sorry, no, you don't put this down. This is the main part, so this is the other faceplate. And then what you want to do is you want to line it up there, where they're not connected, and then just screw it on. That's it. There you go. And then you place these back on. I feel like the other faceplates have a stronger magnet than the normal one. I don't know why that is. That's just my feeling. It feels a little bit harder to move these around with the other faceplates on. But yeah, then you've got you've got a shocked Kirby, which yeah, it's just really fun little thing to mess around with. I'm gonna, for the purpose of this review, I'll just show you all the faceplates on the figure, since they're not too hard to do. So there is the sort of knocked out one, like that. Then final one is like a classic Kirby from I recall the design being from Kirby's Adventure, which is the second game, which is what this figure's basically based off, by the other accessories, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So yeah, there. Put the foot on the wrong way. Yeah, there, classic Kirby. And then if I'm just gonna I'm gonna quickly change it back to the normal one, and then we can get into the other accessories that he comes with. And I think the accessories and the faceplates and all that are a really big draw to this figure. Like, it's really like jam-packed with good accessories and stuff. So what you want to do as well, you want to make sure that this hole's at the bottom, so you want to line that up properly. Essentially the hole will be lined up to pretty much where diagonally from where his mouth is, so you want to make sure that's lined up towards the bottom, because that's where the stand's supposed to peg in. Then you can see that there's like a split in the plastic, so where they screw it in, so you can just move that slightly up and down to like sort of fix that and make that look a bit more flush, which is what I've been doing when I've been messing around with it. So yeah, if you want to make it look a bit more flush with the plastic, yeah, you can just move that around up and down. I wouldn't put too much force on it though. You don't want to break anything inside of the plastic clips and whatever. So let me move all these faceplates out of the way, and then we can look at the accessories now. Let me try and peg this in on video successfully, diagonally down, and there you go. So put him to the side here. So Kirby does come with an extra arm. It says it's a right arm, but on the box it's showing I think it says it's a right arm. If I just take a closer look, oh, never mind. I don't think this arm has a marking. So yeah, you can put it on either side, and it has this hole at the top for all the accessories that he comes with. So he comes with this. I don't know what this is. I thought it was an American football. I don't know. I actually don't know. It could be some sort of vegetable. Or I could just be embarrassing myself by not knowing what it is. If you guys do know what this is and what game it's from, please feel free to leave it in the comments, because I do not know. He comes with his star rod, which is from Kirby's Adventure. He comes with this bag, which is also from Kirby's Adventure. This is why I said that this figure feels like it's heavily themed from Kirby's Adventure. But he doesn't have this. This is a modern Kirby face, so this is the face design that he has in Kirby's Adventure. So it's not completely themed around that. I guess the 30th anniversary is just to celebrate an all-round type thing. But yeah, and then he comes with his heart. Kirby's quite like a cute character, so you can't have him without, like, you know, something like this. One thing I want to just make you aware of is the glitter on this star rod does tend to come off. Like, look at my finger already. It's not. I guess they've tried to make it like it's even like down here. I don't think you can see, but in my little cutting mat, it's dropping its gold glitter everywhere. So you want to be a bit careful around other figures and stuff with that. When I was messing around with it yesterday, a little bit did get on here, and you just brush it off and it doesn't leave a mark or anything. So yeah, you just want to be a little bit careful with that. But with the accessories, you just plug this into this arm. Every accessory has this hole on the bottom. A lot of glitter is going to come off on your hands when using this. This is probably why I won't use this. Hole here. Then there's like these plastic pegs here for them to peg into this same arm. Then what you want to do is you want to just take this off and then plug this on. And there you go. You can't really see that, but yeah, there you go. He's got his, if I just adjust the camera, there you go. He's got Star Rod in the hand. Very, very cool. You can look, you can just pose it, him hitting someone with the Star Rod. It's really well done. I think this is, and I'm a really big fan of it. Star Rod not so much because of the glitter that just gets everywhere and it just kind of tends to make a mess. But the figure in general, it's just, I'm a really big fan of it. So little bag that he has, there you go. And this, whatever this is. Let's just say it's American football. Touchdown. And then the heart as well. This is going to be probably what a lot of you want to display it with. It's quite a nice thing to display it with. I will probably be displaying it just on its own. I can't lie. I wish it came with the sword. You know the sword that uses in Smash to do his up attack. I really wish it came with that sword. I think one of the other previous Kirby Nendoroids did. I think the one that wears the hat. I think that did because I've seen a video on it. But yeah, this one didn't, unfortunately. This is the only type of weapon that you're really going to have with it. And if you're willing to, if you're just going to sort of display it and just have it there. He's a bit armless at the moment. Let me just put this back on. If you're going to have this, yeah, just have it there and let's say display it and not really touch this part. Not really pose it too much. Yeah, it'll probably be good to have on display. It looks really good. But yeah, it's slightly annoying to deal with. It kind of has made a mess on my cutting mat, and I do need to record some more reviews after this. So I will need to clean this up. And yeah, pretty much that's all the accessories that you're dealing with. But that's pretty much what you're getting with this guy. I think it's really fun, and it's just a really cool figure to deal with and just handle. Obviously the posability is just amazing, and you know, it's just like you can move it in every single direction, his joints in every single direction, so it's just a really fun thing to mess around with. I do want to do some comparisons, so let's get on to that. So starting off, we have Kirby next to his rival King Dedede, the amiibo, of course. I don't really think there's any other version of him that you can get. I know Nendoroid haven't made one. Oh, no, they have made one, actually. No, my mistake. They have made one. It looks a bit funny, though. But I think it could work. I don't obviously have it, but I think it could work. It's quite old, though, so it's probably quite hard to find now. Unless they're going to do a new release for it. There's a new release. I might pick him up. I'm quite a fan. So, yeah, here he is next to the King Dedede Nendoroid for Smash. Like you can see, I've stood him up against the stand, so he's leaning, so just so you can see how he looks without standing on the stand. And next, I'm not gonna do any cuts because I've got everything I want to compare him to here. I've got him next to the Bandai model kit Pikachu. I think that scales really well, especially if you want a Smash display. I think that scales really good. So yeah, the Bandai model kit Pikachu. Next, I've got him next to the Jax Classic Sonic, and you're not really going to have this Classic Sonic in the Smash display because you need a modern Sonic for that to be accurate. The only modern Sonic I have is the Super Sonic. I don't actually have a normal modern Sonic because I haven't really picked it up yet, even though I have seen it a few times. So yeah, here he is next to the Classic Sonic, and then here he is next to your standard SH Figure Arts Goku. I'm going to have to zoom that out a little bit so you can get a better idea of the scale there. Yeah, SH Figure Arts Goku stands around about 5 inches, so yeah. And then finally, I've got him next to the OG of the channel, Amazing Fantasy 15 Spider-Man, so you can see how he scales up to against a bog standard Marvel Legend. But yeah, there's the comparisons done. I hope that helps if you want to put them in your display. So guys, we have come to the end of the review. Just going to sum a few final thoughts. Here you can see I've got him in a nice little flying pose with Star Rod, because I feel like that's what most of you people are going to want to do with him in your display. It would be cool to display him with a weapon. So even though this is a bit tedious with the glitter falling off, yeah, just displayed him with the Star Rod there. So the two problems that I've got with this is, number one, he can't stand up on his own, but because of the stand, and the stand's really it's small and it's compact, and as a whole unit with the stand and the figure together, you can kind of have it as one compact thing to put on your shelf. I really don't mind. And the glitter falling off the Star Rod, but because it looks so good, it's glittery, it's accurate, shiny, it's another thing that I can overlook. But I'm really, really, really happy with this. It's really fun to mess around with. The the magnet type joints moving around, it really works, and it's just really fun to mess around with and stuff. And I'm sure if you're even remotely into Kirby and you do have a chance to pick this up, I would recommend picking it up, because if you're into these collectibles and figure type stuff, I reckon you're really gonna have a lot of fun with it. Even if you're more of a collector, where you're collecting the premium SH figure arts with loads of articulation and whatnot, I reckon you're gonna have a lot of fun with it, because this is the best that you could do with this character in terms of articulation wise. So yeah, and it beats having, for example, his amiibo, where it's just like a statue, and like most of the other stuff that comes with Kirby is usually just a statue. It beats having that. And yeah, if you're a Kirby fan, I don't know why you wouldn't pick this up. It's just the best thing that you could own if you're a Kirby fan, in my opinion. I'm like a small fan of Kirby. I'm mainly like a fan of video games and stuff. So I have picked up Kirby in the Forgotten Land, so I'm gonna play that. And yeah, it's just a really fun, neat little thing to mess around with. The price tag is a bit high. It should be a bit lower for what it is, but because it's an anniversary release, I kind of get it, and you get a lot of accessories with it, which allows for a lot of customization and whatnot. So again, I really love this thing. I'll give it, honestly, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. Knock a few points off for there's just a few points that I'm just not really that happy with, standing up and the mess that's made from the glitter, which I need to clean up. But yeah, overall, amazing figure. Definitely pick it up if you should. I'm going to make a post with this, so head over to my Instagram if you want to see that, link in the description. And thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you do have this guy, let me know your opinions on him, and I'll catch you next time.